Welcome to AGB Pharmacy TV. I'm pharmacist Emedian Michael. Today I want to talk about classes of antibiotics. Let's start with what antibiotics really are. Antibiotics are a class of medications we use to fight microorganisms we call bacteria, which causes a lot of infections in our bodies. Now we are going to take a look at 5 classes of antibiotics with examples and how they work. It starts with the macrolides. Examples include the gentamicin, erythromycin, azithromycin. Now, these have their mechanisms of action. They fight both gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria. And we mostly use them for skin infections, upper and lower respiratory tract infections. That's how the macrolides work. Let's take a look at the penicillins. Examples of the penicillins include amoxicillin and others. These ones, they also tackle both gram-positive but they have more gram-positive activity. And we mainly use them for skin infections. And because they have both gram-positive and gram-negative activity, they are used generally to fight systemic infections. You have different, sometimes we combine the amoxicillin with the cloxacillin to increase its activity. The next class of antibiotics we are going to look at the cephalosporins. These ones come in different generations. We have from the first to the fourth generation. Example of the first generation is the cephalexin, which has more gram-negative than gram-positive activity. As such, it functions very well for skin infections. Then the second generation example is the cefuroxime. These ones have equal gram-positive and gram-negative. The activity is 50-50. And as such, they function generally for both systemic infections and upper and lower respiratory tract infections. The third generation has the cefixime. These ones have higher gram-positive activity. Though they work generally for skin infections, they also function for systemic infections. Then we have higher generations, like the ceftazidime. These ones have not really been used and have very high activity. Now, the fourth class of anti-infectives we want to look at, the antiprotozoal. These ones have activity more against anaerobic organisms that don't like air. They don't survive much where we have air. Examples are the metronidazole, the tinidazole, the secnidazole. Most of the azole classes are the antiprotozoals. Then like I said, we use them for organisms that don't like where air exists. That's where they function. And the last class of anti-infectives we want to look at are the fluoroquinolones. The fluoroquinolones have good activity against gram-positive and gram-negative organisms. And they have higher cellular penetration. Once you administer them, they go deep into the cells and fight the bacteria. So we use them where we want severe and deep systemic effects. Examples of the fluoroquinolones include the ciprofloxacin, the levofloxacin, and others. So today we had a discussion on anti-infectives, which we also call antibiotics. Next time we'll be looking at antimalarials, how they work, the different classes. Do well to subscribe to our channel and like this video so you see our future updates.